Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a very noisy Bedfont Sports FC, who play in the Combined Counties League. If Take That don't get you, the wind doesn't get you, then the aircraft that are taking off from Heathrow, just literally over the road, will get you. So we'll do our best and have a walk around this really rather lovely facility, it has to be said. We've had snow this week, heavy rain overnight, matches falling left, right and centre. 3G comes into its own. Whether you like it or hate it, there's definitely a place for it. I'm a big fan, never seen a bad game on it, and that's really why I'm here. So this is looking back at the clubhouse and a seated area over there, and walking behind this goal here, there's another seated area with 100 or 100 plus seats, and there's a look down the pitch at 3G, glistening because of the water that's fallen on it. I've been to several 3G matches, one earlier this year, and as I said earlier, never seen a bad game. Big fan of it. Seems to encourage passing football. And this is really a really lovely facility. You've got Belmont and Feltham, Bedfont even and Feltham, literally just up the road, about a 2-minute walk from here. And then you've got this fantastic 3G facility here. Considering this is a small little area on the outskirts of Heathrow, then I'm not quite sure what it's done to warrant 2 football teams, but fair play to it's a great area. I came to Bedfont and Feltham probably about 3 years ago, so I knew exactly where I was going, which is always a bonus as a plane takes off. As an almighty roar. I don't think I'm actually directly in the flight path, whereas last time when I was here they were coming directly overhead. Fantastic. My dear old dad would have loved it. So here's the home dugout ahead of us. Fairly standard affair, sort of cut out from the fencing which is here, and then yet another seated area. We've got cover all 4 sides, lots of seating, bins everywhere you look. This really is very impressive for the level that it's at, and a nice little welcome to Bedfont Sports FC on the front of the seats here. And there's a Bedfont, just so you know I'm not making it up. There's a plane in the distance, takes off. Just seen a Qantas plane land as I arrived here. Huge plane landing. No doubt full of Australians come to brag about their win in the Ashes. Better team won, has to be said. But nice to see that we scraped a draw. And the first moment we look like doing anything like winning, the heavens open. Can't beat it. So looking back at where we just come, there's a seating area there. This is the away dugout in front of me. There's a plane just coming into land, if you saw that. Just past the sort of angled roof over there. One of the teams just arriving. I think it's Fareham who Bedfont Sports are playing today. And there's the stand at the far end with Bedfont Sports above it. Wham have replaced Take That. Not quite sure whether that's a good or a bad thing. So more sort of covered standing if necessary along here. You're going to have no problems whatsoever with the elements should it rain. Not forecast this afternoon, forecast yet again this evening, but plenty of places to stand. It's really a battered old clubhouse with a little clock at the top there and a weather vane. Really lovely. Very unusual with the windows there in the front of it, and just focusing in on a plane coming into land. Hopefully you can see that just coming in and passing behind, hopefully behind the angled roof there, and I'm going to be treated to that kind of view all afternoon. So if you want to take a seat here, you've got to be some kind of gymnast or contortionist, because I'm not quite sure what's going on there. There's a load hanging in the air and a load on the ground. Oh, I bumped into another fan. Wasn't sure there was anyone else here other than a few officials. as another plane takes off and I get deafened. Sure, they got louder. Yep, another fan got a camera. Maybe he is here because of the weather as well. It's been one of those mornings where you just look at the boards on the internet of games being called off. I decided on this at about 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning, so I knew it'd be on. Haven't been here. Got to come here sometime, so why not today? So we're coming to the far side. This is just looking back at where we've been. The other gentleman with the camera, flag fluttering gently. It's really a nice afternoon now. Look at that plane coming in there. Magnificent sight, has to be said. It's warm. After a cold week, snow, it's now about 11 degrees. And it really feels quite pleasant. Breezy, very breezy. But other than that, it's great. Another covered area there for either bikes or wheelchairs. And yet more covered area here by the Clubhouse. It's the entrance there. Going past a young lady. And some benches. And bizarrely, there's 2 fuse ball machines, which I've never seen before on a football ground. There's one, looks like Liverpool are playing Everton. And we go up to the second one up here. Would you know it? Liverpool reserves are playing Everton reserves. And there's the final area of covered seating in the corner, and then we're back up to the tunnel where the players come out. So we'll just have a walk up there. Sun's on my back. It actually feels warm, really pleasant, nice to feel. What the hell's he doing? They're thinking, and they're probably right. Bedfont Sports Club, the Eagles have landed. Seems like pretty much everything lands around here, whether it be Eagles, aircraft, whatever. But anyway, this is Bedfont Sports, and don't take my word for it. Why not come along, especially on a wet and rainy day, because it's a 3G pitch and you will have no problem with the game being on. So don't take my word for it. Come along, see for yourself, and I'd love to know what you think. And if you can't get here, then why not go to another non-league game of your choice? Do a video and link me into it. Use my Twitter feed at YT40. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to see where you've been. If you enjoy this video, then why not click on the like button? If you haven't enjoyed the video, click on the dislike button. That's what they're there for. If you want to see more of these, and some people do, believe it or not, then click on the subscribe button, and future videos that I will do will go straight to your YouTube feed. And if you click on the little bell, then amazing, wonderful things will happen. You'll get the biggest Christmas present you could ever have wanted. So, thank you for watching. This is Bedfont Sports Football Club.